Okay, before you guys get on me, I just wanted to tell you guys, this is not a vacation. Yes, I am in Orlando, but no, this is not a vacation. This is for an appointment that I have to go to. I actually have to take a shower here in like 30 minutes, but I'm not the type of guy that's just gonna leave you guys with nothing. If I can shoot it, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it. So that's what I'm doing right now. Don't tell me I'm on vacation, that I got to enjoy myself, because this isn't a vacation, okay? But, yeah, let's go.
Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. It's better to say too much than never to say what you need to say again.
Alright, that's my, this is my uncle's house. This is where I'm staying, and this is their backyard. I got your questions for the walk and talk. Technically, I'm not going to be walking anywhere because this backyard isn't very big, but I figured I'll answer something for you guys, so I'm sorry if this seems really rushed. There's a lot that I want to talk about. That mosque thing in New York, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about this Gainesville church and pastor that is having a book burning of the Quran. There's a lot of things I want to talk about, but I'm going to hold all of that since it's one topic, basically one topic. I'm going to hold all of that in a separate video for you guys, probably next week sometime, but right now I'm going to do the usual walk and talk and answer your questions. So, let us get started with that, please. Okay. Okay, first question comes from a video response. D Buzzard, I think that's how you say it, and he asked,
Yo, Believe, so I just watched your video, and I was wondering, what is your feeling against the low-budget films versus the high-budget films?
what do I feel about low-budget films versus high-budget films? Really good question. I love questions that are along the lines of film. I personally like low-budget films because they're like the underdogs, but that doesn't mean to say that I don't like high-budget films. Just sometimes high-budget films seem over the top. Like, yeah, Michael Bay might put a lot of explosions in his movies and things like that, or something. I know Christopher Nolan's a good director. He doesn't really like all the special effects, everything. He wants his actors and actresses to do in the movie. He wants them to really actually do, rather than have CG and things like that. But anyways, low-budget films to me can really get a lot more success than high-budget films, I think, because they cater to specific audiences. You don't have to have a high budget to make a really good movie. I mean, look at Kevin Smith and his movies. I mean, his aren't exactly high budget, but he has an audience that it's garnered to, and he's got a fan base, so, you know, that's a good example. Usually the budget only is because of, you know, where the movie's got to get shot, who are the main actors and actresses, so on and so forth. I mean, just having an A-list actor will already have you needing a budget of a couple $1 million. No film can ever be successful depending on its budget. The film, of course, has to be a good story. The film has to have the right actors to play the parts, and it's got to be directed properly. I mean, you could have a film with no budget and just working with what you got, but it could still come out really good. Unless it's something along the scales of Inception, but other than that, low budget, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, next question. Okay, the next question is a comment question. It comes from Alright Jess. She asked, if there's one thing I would change about myself, whether it's physical or personality-wise, what would it be? Honestly, personality-wise, I like who I am, and I'm not trying to say that like I have a big ego. A lot of people tell me that I tend to depreciate myself. Thanks, Gina. I don't really mean to depreciate myself, and I'm just a humble guy. I really don't think anything I do is anything special. It's just something that I think if anyone really put their mind to it is something they can accomplish, and that's the truth. When my friends say that I'm being a really good friend to them or I'm a good person, I don't think it's just me going out of my way. Not that I'm trying to depreciate how I treat my friends, it's just, you know, that's how I feel everybody should be treated. Yeah, I don't think I'm anybody special, even though I will admit I can be pretty awesome sometimes, but that's just me. So personality-wise, I like who I am. I think I've been through enough stuff to know who I am now, who I want to be, and I think I'm pretty much there. Physically, I wish I was a little bit taller and had a little bit more weight on me, because I can't gain weight for anything. Someone once told me, you know, hey, why don't you go to the gym, or why don't you go, you know, work out? I'm like, I've tried that, but every time I work out, I lose weight. I don't gain anything, and I don't need to lose any more weight. I just eat, and this is how I stay. Although that's pretty much gonna end pretty soon. I mean, I'm 24. Yeah, if I could change anything about me, it'd be physically, I'd want to be a little bit taller and maybe have a little bit more pounds on me, but nothing too serious. I'm very comfortable with who I am, and I don't really mind about my height or my weight, but if I really was given a choice or a chance, I'd probably wish for that. So yeah, next question. Okay, the next question comes from Eric on Facebook, and he asked if you could work for any video game company, who would it be and why? And honestly, I would want to work with the team that used to be Infinity Ward. I forgot what they're calling themselves now. The two guys that used to head Infinity Ward that got fired, they created a whole new developing team. I forgot their name, but that's the group I'd want to work with. If not them, I think EA would be really fun because they also do the racing games. They have a lot of sports games, so I think they would be a very well-rounded game developer company that I'd want to work with. So I'd have to say EA. And yeah, that was easy. Okay, next question. Okay, the next question comes from Mob Ramos on Facebook, and he asked if I had to choose between being a film director and a video game tester, which one would I choose and why? Well, I mean, that goes without saying. Film director. I'd choose to be a film director. The reason I don't want to be a game tester is because, I mean, tester. If anything, I'd want to be a game developer or coder or something. I want to be part of the creative process. That's the whole point of being in video games, to create something. If you watch any of my previous walk-in talks where it asked me about how I feel about filming and stuff like that, it's because of the creative aspect. I love being able to create something that 10 minutes ago didn't exist without my help. If I hadn't put my fingers on this keyboard and edited this, you know, this video wouldn't exist, much like all the videos that I have made. I love being able to say I've created something because I just like that aspect of being able to look at something before it's even anything. Like, you could look at your guitar, pick it up and make a tune that didn't exist a couple minutes ago, and you'll feel good about yourself. You're like, wow, I created this and this sounds really good, you know? That's what I like to feel. So if I'm testing a video game, I don't feel special. I feel like, you know, a guinea pig, because basically that's what you are. Even though there's a lot more to it than just playing it. You have to fill out forms like if there's any bugs, if there's any problems with the game, and it's windy, I'm sorry. But as a film director, I have complete control over the angles, how it's going to be shot, and if anything, I'd like to write for whatever film I'm directing, so I'd have a complete grasp on the creativity aspect of that. So yeah, film director, above all, this is what I'd want to be. Or a game developer, but definitely not a tester. Like, that'd be one of the last things that I would like to be. So yeah, that's my answer for that. Thank you, Mom. And we'll go to the last question for this video. The last question comes from TarHillman22 on YouTube, and he asked me, how do I put up with or deal with trolls on YouTube or any website, or, you know, trolls on the internet basically? How do I deal with them? Easy. I don't. And I have dealt with a lot of trolls so far on both YouTube, a couple other websites, even on PlayStation Network I've dealt with a couple of them. I don't know, these people are just really, really negative people, and I'm just gonna say it takes a real piece of work to purposefully find a reason to hate on somebody else. Like, if you've got history with somebody and all of a sudden you got into a fight and you have a reason to not like somebody, that's one thing. But if you're a complete stranger and you just walk up to somebody or find somebody online and find a reason to hate them and you don't know a damn thing about them, that takes a real piece of work. It really does. The double-edged sword about being on the internet is it's anonymous. There's a lot of people that really like to stay in the shadows and be this anonymous person because they like messing with other people. They just like being negative towards others, and I don't know what it is. I think these are really sick individuals. Very cowardly individuals too. Unless they make videos, because once you put a face to the words, and that's a different story. They're not cowardly anymore. They're just D-bags. Ultimately, I think, you know, if I'm gonna have a troll, then that means I'm probably doing something right to cause them to want to not like me. Either they're jealous about something, or I don't know, maybe I just rub off the wrong way to them, or maybe I say something that they don't agree with, but you know, everyone's open to their own opinions, so I don't mind. But when I have trolls, I'm actually flattered. I really am, because it means this person is so bothered by me so much that he's got to either make a video or take the time out to comment the video, or take the time out to send me a message, or take the time out to find me on another website and leave me messages there. I mean, if someone's gonna go through all that effort just for me, I'm actually flattered. To me, the way I think about it when I have a troll is they don't know me. That's why I'm saying they're not a bother to me, because like unless they're a good friend of mine, like if one of my best friends and I had a fight. But when it's a complete stranger, somebody online that doesn't know who I am at all, doesn't know where I come from, doesn't even know my name, doesn't know what I've been through, doesn't know anything about me, then why am I gonna get upset over something that they say? They don't know who I am. They don't know my beliefs. They don't know my personality. They don't know who my friends are. So why am I going to be bothered by that? Why are you going to have somebody that you don't even know who's insulting you at random bother you? It makes no sense. I mean, the world's already negative enough as it is. The last thing that we need are people hating on somebody at random. But with the internet, that's gonna be a regular thing. Trolls are going to be inbreeding and all over the internet for years to come. I don't think it's ever gonna end. So yeah, that's what I have to say to that. Don't let trolls get to you, because that's all they are, trolls. And I think we're gonna go ahead and finish this walk and talk. Well, actually, it's not a walk and talk, but anyways, let's go ahead and finish this. I actually have to go get ready for this appointment. I'm gonna be looking really nice. You'll probably see that in the vlog. And I'm sorry, again, if this walk and talk seemed rushed, but I didn't want to leave you guys without a video, so I decided to take the time here. My relatives are probably looking at me from inside the house being like, what is he doing with that camera? But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get inside and get ready for this appointment, and I'll tell you guys all about it later on this week or next week. Other than that, I want you guys to know you've got a couple more days for the contest. If you want a new YouTube channel background and new video intro, go to the contest video. I'll link it at the end of this video. I think that's about, oh, and check out the last vlog that I did. Cloning isn't easy. I'll also put a link to D Buzzard's channel and video response at the end of this one. I'll just make it a link to his video response, because he actually talked more about, you know, low budget and high budget films, and it's a topic I really like. So if you guys want to hear more about that from someone else, definitely check out that video and check out his channel. He's a daily vlogger too. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with that, and I want you guys to know that you are the best subscribers in the entire world, some of the best friends that I've known in a long time. And I'm gonna leave you with, don't let the trolls get to you if you're having any troll problems, and keep on vlogging.